How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have another battle with the Zangoose team. Hopefully it goes well. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of the team in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, today we have a battle versus Devin from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There's a link in the description down below. Looking at his team, he's got a really cool one. He's got a Grumpig, a Glaceon, what is it called? Carkol? Something like that. Kricketune, Honchkrow, and a Vigoroth. I can't remember what it's called. Carkol? Carkol? I think it's called Carkol. Anyway, that's clearly their rapid spinner, so we've got to watch out for that. They probably lead with Kricketune. I'm tempted to lead with Lycanroc just to get the taunt off, because sticky webs won't be very nice on our team. Definitely want to keep the likes of the Drifloon around so we can defog that later. So I think the game plan is Eelektross looks like he's going to do pretty well. He's going to be able to hit that Honchkrow really well. Zangoose is going to be key to taking out the Grumpig. Fraxure's also there as a backup Dragon Dancer. I think we're golden. I think we're good to go. And the battle begins. So Devin's going to lead off with the Roly-Coly, the Carkol, as we led off with Brucey, the Lycanroc. So we probably scare this thing out, right? Because it probably thinks, hey, this thing's going to have Drill Run or something along those lines. I'm going to taunt it so we can't get its Stealth Rocks up. That's the ideal play to go for. They also can't Will-O-Wisp if they want to either, which would be ideal. I can't really see them being able to touch me though other than that. There we go for a taunt, stop them from setting up Stealth Rocks, stop them from burning us with Will-O-Wisp, all that wonderful stuff. Let's see what they went for. They did try and go for the Stealth Rocks, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to keep the Stealth Rocks up on their side of the field. Stealth Rocks are going to be really nice. They've got the Kricketune, they've got the Glaceon, they've got the Honchkrow, all weak to Stealth Rocks, which is great. As they actually stay in, which is interesting, and they go for a body press. With the Eviolite, that's going to be doing a lot of damage to us. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to switch out right now. I think the best thing for me to go into... no, because I need to do something about this before it wears off, before the taunt wears off, right? So if I go straight for an Endeavor here, we can weaken this thing. Hopefully keep Stealth Rocks around forever. The alternative right now is going into Pumpy, which could easily block the Rapid Spin, but they probably go for a Rapid Spin, right? They definitely go for a Rapid Spin. Let's go for the Endeavor and just get this thing right down to low HP as down it goes. Oh, the Flame Body, no! Of course they get the Flame Body burn on us. That's unfortunate. They go for a Rapid Spin. That's going to obviously get rid of the Stealth Rocks and all that wonderful stuff as it raises their speed, which is really unfortunate. So the stones are going to disappear, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? This turn, I think they wear off the taunt, right? Yeah, chuck off the taunt, which is unfortunate. So they're probably going to expect another taunt. I'm just trying to decide whether or not Stealth Rocks are as important as I think they are. We should still outspeed because Roly-Coly is not very fast. I think having Stealth Rocks up is important, but I think going for a taunt to stop them from going for a Stealth Rock is a tough one. It's a tough one. I think they'll go for a body press expecting a taunt, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks and get them up. Hopefully we do outspeed. I'm pretty sure we will outspeed, but he's probably doing the calcs now. There we go. We set up the Stealth Rocks. Nicely done. Let's see what they go for. Let's see if they went for the Stealth Rocks expecting the taunt, or if they went for the body press even. They do go for the body press expecting the taunt. Fair enough. Works for me because it means Stealth Rocks are not up on my side of the field, but they are up on their side of the field. Now, we can go into something and threaten this thing out. No problemo. And I'm going to choose to go into... I'm thinking Fraxure. We need something with priority, really. I want to go Muck, but Shadow Sneak's going to... Just watch me get burned. Just watch me get burned. That's the thing. I'm just going to get burned. Could go Drifloon. No, because Drifloon will get outsped, but Drifloon blocks... Oh, wait, yeah, Drifloon blocks Rapid Spin, so that's one pro. Doesn't stop Stealth Rocks, though. So I think I'm going to go Muck. I think I'm going to risk the burn. I'm definitely going to risk the burn right now, because if we get rid of this thing, not only do we not have Stealth Rocks on our side of the field, but they'd also lose their Rapid Spinner, which would be great. So I'm going to go straight for that Shadow Sneak right now and try and get the KO on the Roly-Coly. Should KO from here, because Muck has decent attack. Shadow Sneak comes through. Should KO the Carkol from there. Wow. Not only did it not KO, it barely did anything. How bulky are you? So Rapid Spin is going to get rid of those Stealth Rocks from their side of the field, which is really unfortunate. Should have gone into Drifloon, shouldn't I? Should have gone into Drifloon. I really thought Shadow Sneak would KO. What the hell? What on earth is going on here? So let's go for a Drain Punch real quick. They go for a Stealth Rock. So Stealth Rocks are up on our side of the field. We do have Drifloon in the back we can defog with later on down the line. If we can get rid of this Carkol, once we get rid of the Stealth Rocks, they'll be gone for good. So every cloud has a silver lining and all that wonderful stuff. Go for the Drain Punch. Hopefully we don't get burned. We don't get burned, which is amazing. We get some health back. Oh no, it activates afterwards. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's twice now I got flame bodied. Twice. So Roly-Coly has put in too much work this game, and it finally has its resting place being its Pokeball. So in comes Gru, which is going to be Vigoroth. No, it's the Grumpig. Okay, Grumpig comes in. Now Grumpig's a bit of a tough one here because I know it's probably going to set up a nasty plot right now. In which case I'm thinking of going for a Toxic. We do Terastallize into a flying type, so we can be neutral to the Psychic if we need to. But I'm thinking of just going straight for the Toxic, to be honest with you. As they do go for the Psychic, we should eat that up because Muck is quite a sponge. As we do eat that up nicely, which is great. And Toxic comes through. So Toxic's great because it's obviously going to whittle away at them slowly but steadily. And I'm looking at the rest of the team and I'm thinking Muck's not really doing much for us this game, especially with his big old burn on him. So I'm thinking of just going for a Shadow Sneak this next turn to get some chip damage off and also to, you know, decrease the amount of time this Grumpig's alive, because if it's going to start setting up nasty plots, we need to get rid of it ASAP. So burn is going to take into effect, which is unfortunate, but it's absolutely fine as we can just go for a Shadow Sneak now and do some chip damage. Shadow Sneak comes through. It's going to do some decent chip damage to the Grumpig, which is always nice. They go for a Psychic and poor old Muck is going to have to go down. I'd like to say I didn't have a switch in, but I probably could have switched something in. I'm probably going to switch the old, what do you call it? The Eelektross, that's the one, Eelektross. I could have switched that in, but, you know, it's whatever. Now, what I'm thinking in my head is go to Zangoose. Zangoose can do this. So we'll go Zangoose real quick. There we go. Zangoose comes on through. And unfortunately, Zangoose isn't going to get his boost that he's going to get now. So I'm thinking of Tera Blasting into a Dark type. I think they don't have a switch in to Tera Blast Dark. I think they kind of have to just let Grumpig go down. However, this will leave us open to the Sucker Punch from the Honchkrow. So got to be careful terrestrializing here. I think this is probably the best way we're going to get rid of this Grumpig. So I'm going to go for the Tera Blast Ghost right off the bat just to get the KO on this Grumpig because it's a big threat to my team, to be honest with you. There we go, going to terrestrialize into a nice and powerful Ghost type. Get that nice and powerful Tera Blast off and hopefully get the KO on this Grumpig because I'm not confident that without the Toxic Facade or KO, I'm not confident at all. And I don't want to get hit by a Mad Focus Blast, you know, because that's definitely something that could happen. So we go for a Tera Blast real quick. That's going to be able to destroy this Grumpig, no problem. As down it goes, which is amazing. So yeah, like I said earlier, if I was going to do this anyway, I could have probably kept my Muck around for either fodder or just to get a Shadow Sneak late game if we need to. Poison's going to take into effect at least on the Zangoose, and Zangoose is looking real good right now. In comes Hodor, which is going to be the Honchkrow. So, there's a couple things we can do here. We could go for a quick attack and out-prioritize the Sucker Punch and make it fail. Alternatively, we can switch out. I'm thinking of going into Drifblim, to be honest with you, and then we can go off that Fat Burn. Burn's going to be really good against their team. The only downside to that is that it would leave the Glaceon a free switch in, which would then allow the Eelektross to come in. So I'm thinking of going straight for that quick attack, like I said I would. And like, yeah, I think I'll go for a quick attack first. And I'll make them think we're just going to keep going for quick attacks. They go for a U-turn. Oh, wow. Okay, that's even better. Because now it means we get a KO on something else. Which is absolutely amazing. So I went for the quick attack because if you aren't prioritize the Sucker Punch will fail. And that's pretty much the only Dark type move that you'll ever see on a Honchkrow. In comes Icy Boy, which is going to be the Glaceon. Makes a lot of sense, that nickname. I gotta tell you, it does. Icy Boy is a really good name for a Glaceon, to be honest with you. So, obviously I want to go for a close combat here, but would it be better to go for a Facade? I think close combat's the best bet, really. We just go straight for the close combat, get the KO, unless the Focus Sash, which I don't think they are. They're not. Glaceon goes down. They had to sack something there, and I'm glad they chose Glaceon because that's probably one of the few things on the team that actually handles my Drifblim pretty well. So that's great. Honchkrow, like I said, Honchkrow on the other hand, not so much. Now they go back into the Honchkrow. So, with Honchkrow on the field, we've got to make a decision now. Do we expect the Sucker Punch and go for a quick attack? I think we do, don't we? I think that's the best play to go for. It guarantees us some damage. Guarantees us some damage on the Honchkrow, which is always nice. Quick attack comes through. Does a lot of damage to the Honchkrow. The Honchkrow goes for the Sucker Punch, and it fails. That's brilliant. That's worked out nicely for us right there. So unfortunately, they do have leftovers, which is going to recover some health back to them. And I think Zangoose goes down after this turn. Maybe not. Maybe we've got one more turn with it. We could have one more turn with it. So let's go for that quick attack real quick and take out this Honchkrow real quick. I think that's the best bet we're going to go for. Quick attack comes through. It's going to take out the Honchkrow. Nicely done from the Zangoose. Absolutely perfectly played Zangoose, to be honest with you. I think Zangoose does really well in NU. Zangoose does really well in NU. So anyway, the poison's going to take us out the next turn. So they've got to choose which Pokemon they want to be the last Pokemon to go down to Zangoose. And it's going to be Lady Stash, which is the Kricketune. And he's flying. That's so cool. Anyway, let's go for a Facade to get some big damage off. It probably has Focus Sash, which is going to be unfortunate, but what can you do? They go for a Fell Stinger. They're actually Choice Scarfed. Interesting. So the fact that they got the Fell Stinger off, Choice Scarf Kricketune, that's neat. That's pretty neat. So Zangoose does go down, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? They're going to get a drastic attack raise, which is crazy. And now I'm thinking about what to do, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking Drifblim. I'm going to go Drifblim. Try and get a burn off on this thing. So we'll go into Pumpy real quick. Fell Stinger Kricketune, ladies and gentlemen. I did not see that one coming at all. Let's go for that Will-O-Wisp, though, and see if we can get some damage off. If they outspeed us and it turns out they're not Choice Scarfed, Kricketune might outspeed Zangoose. Kricketune might outspeed Zangoose for all I know. I don't know. They do go for another Fell Stinger, which is going to do minimal damage to Drifblim, of course, as we go for the Will-O-Wisp, and we're able to get the burn on the Kricketune, which is great. So the Kricketune came through for them with a Fell Stinger, but Drifblim was just too bulky for them. Drifblim was just way too bulky for them, which is amazing for me. So I'm going to go for that Hex real quick. Get some mad damage off on this Kricketune real quick. As they do go for another Fell Stinger. They are Choice Scarf. They've got to be Choice Scarf, which is interesting. We go for the Hex. That's going to do some massive damage to the Kricketune. Nearly takes them out, which is amazing. As this next turn, all we need to do really is go for a Strength Sap to ensure that we don't go down to the Vigoroth. So they go for a Fell Stinger again. It's going to do some damage, which is fine. We just go for a Strength Sap. There we go. Boom. Drifblim is a bulky boy. I can't stress enough how bulky Drifblim is in this tier. It is such a... I almost feel bad using it. It's just very hard to kill. Very hard to kill. So down goes Lady Stash, the Kricketune. That Fell Stinger play was really good. I really enjoyed that. Personally, I would have switched... because no doubt the Kricketune has Night Slash, right? So personally, when the Drifblim came in, I would have switched out there and let the Vigoroth get the burn. Can't really do anything to this thing, can we? We're gonna have to switch out, right? I think we try and burn it to see what they're gonna do. They're actually gonna Terrestrialize. Interesting. What type are they gonna go into? A Ghost type? Ghost would be interesting. Ghost could definitely be interesting and do a lot of damage to us. They're gonna go into a Dragon type, which is interesting. So are they gonna be Dragon type Outrage? Terra Dragon Outrage might do a lot of damage, you know. That might do some serious damage to Drifblim. They do go for the Terra Dragon Outrage. Are they Choice Banded? Let's see if they're Choice Banded or not. Go for that giant. Oh, we heat that up like it's nothing, as we can go for a Will-O-Wisp and get the burn on the Vigoroth, which is absolutely amazing. I actually feel bad using this Drifblim sometimes because it's just so bulky, man. Just so bulky. So what we're going to do now is, knowing they're locked into Outrage, we're going to go ahead and switch out. I'm going to go into my Eelektross. Eelektross can definitely sponge a hit from this thing, no problem. And it's going to be doing the most damage output. Obviously, I can't switch Fraxure into an Outrage because that's just not going to work out for me. It should 2-hit KO Fraxure. So Poison Stone's going to dig in, which is unfortunate. They go for another Outrage. Let's see how much damage this does to Eelektross. It shouldn't do too much, as it does barely anything, which is amazing. So Burn's going to take into effect, which is great. Now we just go... oh, wait, no, it's a Dragon type. Now we just go for a slow Volt Switch. They go for an Outrage, which is absolutely fine. This gives us a free switch into Fraxure, who can then finish this thing off. So there we go, the Outrage comes through. It still does a lot of damage considering, and they're going to get fully confused, which is amazing. We go for the Volt Switch, get some chip damage off. There we go. And I just felt like I wanted to get Fraxure in, you know. Fraxure seems like a good play, so I'm going to go Fraxure real quick. There we go, into Bluenote, the Fraxure. There we go. It's the NFEs versus the NFEs. Gotta love it, gotta love it. So Stones are going to dig in, which is unfortunate. We're going to break the mold, which is great. And we're going to go straight for that Dragon Claw and hopefully get the KO on this Vigoroth. I'm thinking we outspeed, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's go for the Dragon Claw and find out. We do outspeed, which is great. Dragon Claw should nearly KO, as they're going to go ahead and break through confusion. Break through. Go on, break through. They break through and they go for a Bulk Up. Obviously not expecting us to do as much damage as we did with the Dragon Claw, which makes a lot of sense. I personally would have just gone straight for the outrage just to get some damage off, but it doesn't really matter either way, you lost. So down goes the Vigor off. And that is the game. So GG's Devin, that was a pretty fun game. Came right down to the wire in the end. I think we had it with Drifblim though, so, you know, it's whatever. So anyway, thank you very much for the battle, Devin, once again. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.